Hello, good afternoon and welcome to New Forest Morphs. Today Mandy's joining me to help me with some assist feeding and some troubleshooting with some snakes that are a little bit picky at eating. We had a really good feeding day just a few days ago, and what we did is we fed 120 of 140 animals, and there was 20 animals that didn't feed. Most of them were some of our new hatchlings that are yet to build up an appetite. Some of them were in shed, so there's probably about 10 to 11 that are a little bit picky at the moment, and they're the ones that I'm going to try and focus on. But before I do that, I'm just going to show you my technique for bringing up the humidity in my facility, because when I came in this morning I noticed that the humidity had dropped down to 39%. So what I've done is I've got the fogger adjusted, and I've seen this technique done in other facilities, and come and have a look at this fogger. Now, we use the fogger for lots of reasons. If we get any snakes that are stuck in shed, we tend to use the hose and we just let them sit in the fogger for 20 minutes. They get nice and damp, and then we can assist them with their removal of their sheds. But the other thing is you can take the pipe off and you can see what's banging out there now. You can see all the steam coming out of there, and that will gently fill the facility. Now let's see the impact that's having on the facility. So about 3 hours ago we were looking at 39 degrees of humidity in here. Now we have a look and see where it's moved to. Literally in 3 hours it's gone up 11%, and we're showing 50% now, which I'm really pleased about, which is the minimum I want it to be. So what we're going to do is anything with a yellow label will be either a picky feeder or a snake that needs 2 prey items a week, because it only takes small prey items. So that's what we're going to try and do. And I've got a couple of larger girls that were in shed that I want to give a small rat to, because they've shed out and I wanted to give them a meal. So the thing is, if you get a girl or boy that's in shed and they haven't had anything to feed, it's worth having a focused midweek feeding session so you can give them the food prey that they need. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab the table, bring it down here, and we'll have a go at some focused feeding. And let's see what we can do here. I've got an assortment of items here. So you'll see I've got a few rat pups, some small muiltis, I've got some rat fluffs, I've got 10 large muiltis, and I've got 10 large rats for the animals that need a large rat. So we'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do and see if we can get any of these animals to feed. So I think the first one we're going to try is Calypso, which is this one here, Mandy. This is our beautiful pastel clown girl. Now, she took 1 small multi a few days ago, which is not enough for her. She needs to be eating at least 2 small multis a week for her to get ready for the breeding season. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip the multi in water. I'm then going to just let all the water drain out like that, so it's not presented to her wet and soggy. And then I'm going to just dry it out on the tissue. And then I like to present it with tongs like this. And then I like to go down to her and see whether she can show an interest. Now, she did take a small multi a few days ago, so she may be content, but I'm just going to see whether she'll take one today and present it to her. Now she's smelling the food, so she might take her time. Now she may be content with 1 small multi, but she does like multi. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get her to take a second multi to allow her to gently bring on her breeding weight without giving her a small rat. I give her 2 small multis instead. So it's really a question of whether she's up for it. So she is taking her time. She's thinking about it. She's licking her lips, so she's waking up to the reality there could be some food there for her. You going to take it? Now I'm going to reheat. Reheat the multi. Drain it of its water. Dry it out again. And let's see whether she'll take that now. There you go, babies. You want to take this? She's thinking about it. You want to take it? So it looks as though she's satisfied with the one multi for the week. So if she's not willing to take it, the key thing here is not to press it on her. You might come back and try her later, because as the room starts to smell more of rats, she could get aroused and come back later, so I'm not going to completely give up on her. So let's also try a couple of other girls that take small ones. So Curiosity, who's our double exantic clown, she might be willing to take one. Let's see where she is. Well, she's at the very back here. Let's have a little look and see if she wants to take one. Now I think she just shed out, so I don't think she had one. It's whether she wants a prey item. I'll offer her a small multi. Do you want a multi? She's looking pretty content. She might come for it though. You want a small multi? Oh, she's waking up to the food. Come on, darling. So sometimes you have to be patient and give the chance for the animal to pick up the scent trail and the heat signature. And she's thinking about it. She's definitely thinking about it. There you go. So, patience was the name of the game there, Mandy. So what we'll do is we'll just recover her up now, let her just eat that in peace. And she was definitely up for that small multi, so that's really pleasing. So that's number 136. Take the yellow off so we know that she's eaten. And I'll just tick her off. She's shed out. So that was an animal that was in shed a few days ago. She shed out and she was willing to take it a few days later. So Karamak, she's another one of our females that was in shed. She shed out this week, so I'm going to offer her a multi. She's a beautiful girl. She's a full ultra male girl. You can have a look at her, Mandy, in there. So we'll just warm up the prey item again. Present that to her. And let's see if she wants to take a prey item. Do you want this little one? She's thinking about it. I'll just come in at a different angle. Wang! Did you get that, man? So there we go. So two of the girls that would have missed their food for the whole week had we not done a midweek special are now taking food to allow them to keep their building going. So it's kind of keeping an open mind and open flexibility on it. Now the other one was Tess, who's our spot nose vanilla 100% het clown. Now she may want to take one as well. Let's present a multi to her as well. See if she's up for it. So let's see. It is a bit more patient because when we're normally feeding, they're normally ready to go and it doesn't take this long to feed them, Mandy. But when you're actually doing a midweek special where there hasn't been a lot of time for the animals to pick up the scent trail, she didn't mess about, did she? And I like to do a little wiggle, so it's like a fight. So three of our sub-adult girls that are moving towards 1,000 grams have taken their prey item to get them ready for next season, the next year's season. Okay, so the other one we had is Silky. Now I'm just going to check to see if Silky is up for a prey item. She's sat at the back there. She's not giving me an indication that she's showing any interest, so we might just leave her to come back to her next week. So I'm not going to try, there's no signal there for me to feed her. Now Jupiter. Now Jupiter's one of our recent mothers. She gave us the clown clutch and the het clown clutch. Now she's showing an interest. Look, can you see? She's showing an interest. Now she's taken 2 multis since giving us those eggs, and she's been very slow to go back on food, and we were quite worried about her. And the other day it took me nearly 5 minutes to play around with her with a small multi, and she took it eventually, and I was delighted because I was really worried about her. Now she might be getting back used to feeding again. We'll soon find out if she wants to have a little look at this little one here. You want a prey item? She's licking her lips, so it's a good indicator. Are you going to take this? She just takes her time. She's thinking about it. And we just have to gently give her small multis to get her back into feeding again. She's definitely showing interest. You can see that. So what I'm going to do is reheat it. Let her be patient. She's coiled and she's got the S shape in there. And we'll try her again. She's picking up on the heat signature, so I'll get some more tissue. Got a big roll here. Let's just present that to her, see if she'll take it. Like this one? Do you want this one? She's thinking about it. Maybe just a little bit of movement. She's certainly showing an interest. We've got to be patient now. The fact that she's turning her head every time we're moving is a good indicator that she will probably take it when she's ready. So now I'm going to reheat it again, get some more tissue, give this one a good dry out. She's definitely coiled, ready to take this, but she's not aggressive as she was 6 months ago. She's just taking a while getting back on food. So let's see if we can just dry this one out. There we go. There we go, my darling. Are you ready for this? She's thinking about it. Ooh, look. Oh, she almost took it. Now I've got to be careful here. Do you see how she almost took that? So let's represent again. So she wanted a bit of a chase there. Do you see that, man? She wanted a bit more of a chase. Now she'll come back. She'll have another go. Just got to wait for her to reposition herself. Get it nice and dry. Come on, darling. It's here for you. Come on. Come on, babies. It's here for you. There you go, darling. She might come and take it this way now. Come in. Can I take it? Let me just represent. It is a patience game. That's why I do a special midweek session, Mandy, because when you're feeding a lot of animals, you won't have the patience to do this. You want to be moving through quite quickly. But if you feed 20 animals in midweek, you've got a bit more patience, and you just keep presenting with showing an interest, and eventually they will take it. Come on, darling. Come on, darling. You want to take it? You want to take this? Come on. maybe we'll let her come out a bit more. So. It's not easy with these difficult feeders, is it, man? You've got to have patience for sure. She was very close to taking that. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite in the right position for her to take, but hopefully she'll come out and take it now. You want to take it? She's just thinking about it. Look, look. You want to take it? I think we'll let her be. Might have another go later with her, but she definitely is slowly getting her confidence back. You can see the strikes coming back, and she's had 2 multis. That was almost a third there. So we'll just let her relax now. I'm not going to put her under any more stress. And then let's have a go with Cammy. So here's Cammy. Now she's a small multi-feeder, and she's 100% het for clown. And I'll see whether she will come out and have a go at feeding. Just gently lift her hide. There she is. And then I'll present to her some food. They might be there a little bit camera shy. Having a camera sticking in there may not necessarily be the best way of doing this, but we'll give it a go. Right then, Cammy, you going to have a go for us? Do you like a multi? Do you like a multi? Oops. Drop that. Let's try again. She might come for it again. Come on, darling. You take it? No, I think she's had enough. So again, we won't put too much pressure on there. But she has taken one, which is good, and I think she's reluctant to take the second. So we'll just leave her in peace there. Thor was the other success story we had this week. He managed to take a small multi, which I was really pleased about. Now, what we did here, Mandy, is we put him on his coco husk. You see the coco husk? He's on there. So I think we'll leave him in peace, as he's actually just taken one multi. We won't try to put another one on him. We'll leave him in peace. And let's now see if there's any other animals that we can have a go at. I've got here Pistachio. She might take a small multi. She's our entry clown. Let's give her a go. How much time have we got on the camera? Let's have a little look. So we've got 10 minutes left. Let's give this one a go. There you go. Do you like a multi? Showing interest. taking it. Wonderful. Good girl. Well done, Pistachio. So again, she's just taking small multis at the moment. So these, what this does, it basically encourages these girls that I want to grow on. If they're taking a couple of small multis a week, then that will give them the equivalent of the food that they need. Right, let's move across now to some of our bigger girls over here in the last little while. So Ariel here looks as though she could do with a small rat. I think she was in shed. So we're going to give her a small rat. She gave us a beautiful clutch of banana pastels with orange dream in them. 50% het for pied. I'm going to see whether she'll take a small rat now. Help her get back up to size. Do you want a small rat? She's thinking about it. Oof. I could say that she did want that, man. Would you agree? Pretty aggressive feeding, I'd say. So that's a mother that is going back on food very easily. Say the Jupiter Het Clown Butter, she for some reason has taken her time. So every animal's different. The other one which I struggled with was Xena, and I think she was. Let's see whether she's up for taking a multi. No, I don't think she will be. She's sat on her hide. I'm not going to disturb her. We'll try her next week. I think there's no massive things. There's Money Penny and Lala. So I think Lala might be worth presenting a rat to. She's our super pastel 100% het pied girl. Let's see if she'll take this rat. And then we'll also try Money Penny, which is our double het ghost pied. Let's see whether Lala will come and take one. Would you like a food item, darling? Do you want a food item? She's thinking about it. Oh, she's coming out. She's thinking about it, man. I think she wanted it. Would you agree? So that's really good news. Put her back in there. Right, now with Money Penny, she takes multis. So we'll heat up a multi. Now what I tend to do is, because the water's getting a little bit cooler now, I'll just top up with some hot water. I find that topping up with hot water does actually give you a better chance of helping these animals feed, because they do want to home in on that heat signature. So we'll just give that a go. And also we're going to have a go at giving Queenie, our big pastel clown, see if she'll take another rat and get her back on. Okay, let's try Money Penny first, then we'll come down and we'll give Queenie a go. See whether Queenie will take one. Right, let's get another multi. It's nice and hot. Dry it off, and let's see whether we can get Money Penny to take one of these. Are you going to have a multi? There you go, babies. Would you like one? You could say she'd like that, man. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? Really pleased about that one. Let's go down and do Queenie. Just see if she'll take one. And I think she is quite a good big girl. She's 2,600 maybe. So what I like to do with Queenie is, because she's at the bottom, I like to use my hook just to be on the safe side. Now she was a problem feeder for us about 2 months ago. Now she's eating a small rat every week because I put her on coco husk, and she preferred that. So that unlocks her, and we'll just see whether she'll take this. giving her a small rat. Now she can come out quite ferociously when she wants to feed, so let's see if she's up for it. You up for it, darling? Like a small rat? She's thinking about it. She wants the chase. Wow! Do you see that, man? Did you get that?
Yeah.
All I do is I just dangle the tail a little bit, so it gives the impression that the animal's alive. But that's so good. Her feeding instincts definitely improved over time. Now the other one that was out of shed, was in shed when we were feeding the other day, was this beautiful little boy, Jasper, who's our crystal 100% het pied. Now whether he'll take, I don't know, we can try him. Give him a small multi. He's looking lovely, you can zoom in on him if you like, man. I'm just going to see whether he'll take a small multi. So it's really good. This focused feeding to help any picky feeders or animals that are not are in shed and they need feeding is actually quite fruitful. We're finding it's well worth doing a midweek feeding session. Now he doesn't look like he's showing any interest at all. Whether he'll take this we'll have to see. Are you interested, fella? No, I don't think we'll try this one. Or shall we? See me? You want to try one? You want one? Now he's on the hunt. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Now, see the nose movement, man? Well, I'm glad I stayed with him. I wasn't going to feed him. But he said, no, you feed me. Because he was hunting it down. So that's really good. So we've only got a couple of minutes left. I think I'll just leave him in peace. So that's really, really good. We'll put that one back in there. And just see if there's any others that... Now Ray, she could probably do with a multi. She's a multi-eater. Might have time to do one more before we wrap up. Let's see if she'll take. Would you like one, Ray? Here we go. Here we go, baby. Would you like a multi? Would you like one? She's thinking about it. And she wanted it, I think. So that's really good. We'll let her enjoy that. And Zeus. Let's try Zeus. See if he'll take a multi. Now I think Jared gave him a rat wiener, he left it. So we had a couple of snakes that left their food, and I'm going to represent a different food item. So this is the other thing, is if you do get a left item, it might be they prefer multis or a mouse. Let's see whether he'll take a multi. Would you like a multi? Would you like a multi, or do you want to come out and play? This is our black-haired lavender. He's beautiful. He's up to breeder size, but I think he often wants to play Mandy rather than eat. He's thinking about it. He's thinking. Let's get the heat signature on that again. Let him come up a bit into the S shape. But more than likely he'll want to come out and play. He likes social contact. So I know we've only got about a minute left now, man, so I'll treat this as the last one if he doesn't take it. Let's see. You ready to take this? Thinking about it. Come on, Zeus. You want it, you want it, you want the chase. You want it. He's licking. Is he going to take him, man? Oh, well, goodbye.